Welcome back to Keep It on the DL podcast. As always, I'm Daria.
And I'm Liv.
Yeah.
And today we have little to no
Yeah,
topic. We have a little topics, but
to
not
be honest
much.
with you guys, there's not a lot happening in the pop culture internet space this week. There's a few things, but I scoured Twitter
And honestly,
and I
that's
didn't see anything going on besides Taylor Swift tortured poets department, which we'll touch on a little bit, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say you haven't listened to it. I have not listened to it, so we can't get too in depth on that.
no. Yeah, I know her album is obviously sweeping the nation right now. I've seen, I don't know, maybe like 17,000 posts within the last week about it. I somehow ended up on like Christian anti Taylor Swift battle TikTok.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of Christians are like not happy
Oh.
with her because a lot of her songs are like explicit
Oh, yeah.
now, and
Yeah.
like she like says hell or something, and they're like, Christians do not support Taylor Swift. And then there's some people on my socials that are sharing the post that it's like Taylor Swift isn't in charge of your feelings, and it's been a whole like anarchy of fucking Taylor Swifties. I don't know, it's
Yeah.
been
No, the
crazy.
Swifties are out for sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
because of that, I guess we'll just
Mm-hmm.
talk about ourselves for a little
Uh,
bit. um, how was your week?
yeah. It, you know, it's been real good. Energy's real up today. Can anybody tell? We're energy levels at a 10. Uh it my week, how did my week go? It was actually pretty good. Worked a lot of overtime, had a lot of stuff to get done. But I will say we did have a nice weekday break. Derry and I and uh I guess our work crew, we went on a like an annual baseball game outing, which was really fun. Um, it's a nice way to chillax with the old
Yeah.
coworkers and not talking about office stuff. It's a nice mix of pace, I guess. Uh, so that was fun. Weather was
It was really
beautiful. Had a
beautiful.
couple drinks.
I feel like
Um,
we usually go in
it
September.
was
Yeah.
sunny out. We barely watched the
Yeah, we
game.
usually go in September, and this year we
Yeah.
went obviously in April. And it was a much nicer, less sweaty
Hmm.
experience.
Yeah, I when we went last year, it was gross, sticky, hot, disgusting. Did we still enjoy ourselves? Yes, obviously there are beverages involved, so no matter what, we're gonna make it a good time. But yeah, I do remember September being like agonizing, gross, sticky, hot. Because September in Missouri
It's
is
still
like
summer.
it's
Yeah, it's
basically
still
summer
summer.
still. Yeah. So, and then I didn't really do much on Friday, and I pretty much rotted all weekend. I didn't plan on rotting all weekend. I actually wanted to go to the farmer's market yesterday, but under circumstances that did not happen. Which I'm that type of person that I like to do things and actually like do things on the weekend, not like at a full pace like run, but just like a fun like one or two fun little
Yeah.
treat
Yeah.
days, you know? Um but yeah, I just ended up rotting in my bed like all weekend, basically. Like by the time Zach and I looked up from each other, it was like 10 p.m. We were like, well, shit, I guess we're gonna crawl into bed. Um, I did, I did end up being a book narrator to Zach this weekend. He wanted to start reading. Do you know that book that's like very traumatic? It's called like A Little Life or something, and
I don't think
People
so.
just hate reading it. So it won best book of the year. And I was like, "Oh, like let me read you a few chapters." And then it got to the point when he went into the bathroom to go take a shower, like caught me out there like reading like 2 chapters more like into his own book. I think I will end up reading it, but I just heard it's such like a mind fuck like psychological type of book.
Okay.
It's basically just about like real life traumatic experiences. About, like, 4 guys, like, that live in New York.
Maybe
Anyway,
I have heard of
I was
it
like,
vaguely. I don't know. I'm not a reader. I wish I was, but I'm not.
"Ye"
But that's ringing couple bells for some reason.
yeah, I just thought it was funny. I just started, like I was like, "Oh, let me read you a couple chapters like a kindergarten teacher," and then I was like, "Oh, shit, I'm actually kinda getting
I
into it a
like
little
this.
bit."
Yeah.
So I might be purchasing a little life, here sooner or later, so, um, I think other than that, that's all I did. I mean, not much, really. Just a big old rot weekend, just rotting in the old bed. Put me in the compost pile. How about yours? How was your weekend?
Pretty much the same. Friday, all I did was rot, which I told you. I was the like last hour of work. I was like, I just want to go home and rot in my bed. You're like, really? And it's like, yeah, that's like what I want to do. So Friday, I went to the store after work, and then I came home and took a nap. Um, and then I woke up and went to the couch for like an hour maybe, and then I was like, "Well, I guess I could go to bed now." So, I just went to bed. I did go back to my step aerobics class, so Mimi was like, "Oh, she's back," and I was like, "I'm back. You didn't scare me off." There was a very young girl in the
Oh
class
god.
with her mom this time. Like, she was definitely younger than me because I think she was like home from college or something. So I was not the youngest person in there. So good for me. Um,
That's good.
but yeah, so that was good. It was definitely
One of the least
right.
geriatric people in
It was
there.
a
Yeah.
little easier this time. Not that it was like super hard last time, but I feel like I wasn't like pouring the buckets of sweat that I was last time. So that was good. Um, and
Mhm.
then I went home, took Sandy to the groomers. So she's a little naked mole rat right now. Um, took a nap while she was there. Um, and then
Oh my
what
god.
else did I do? I was gonna vacuum while she was gone because she always barks at the vacuum, but I did not do that. I took a nap. Um, I don't know. I don't think I did anything. Then I watched TV. I watched a lot of softball this weekend. Um, yeah, then I went to bed, and today I also didn't do anything. Oh, I FaceTime with my mom because she had my little cousin for the weekend. And so I wanted to see him. He's almost a year old, so he's very cute still. Um, yeah, really a
Love that.
super chill, yeah,
Shout out to your cousin.
super chill rot weekend for me. So just two rotting corpses over here.
Yeah, I feel like we just kinda both
Yeah, I
rotted this
did burn
weekend.
myself on my air fryer, right in the same place that I burned it last time. So
Oh my god. Why do you keep doing that?
versus my air fryer. It's like when I go to take stuff out, I guess I just like don't. I should probably use like tongs or something, but I'm like, I'll just like
Yeah, you just, like, stuff your whole fucking
just like
hand in there? You're,
I'll
like,
get it.
fucking wrestling with it? I mean, shit. You need to get on Amazon and get you some of those, like, heat you know how bitches, like, have this
Oh,
glove for
yeah.
their curling iron, you know? You need one of those just for your fucking air fryer, apparently. But, like,
Right,
ones
I
that
need
go up
just
to the
like
fucking
like a
elbows, like
sweatband,
dishwashing
but, like,
gloves.
heat resistant just for grabbing things out. So,
Because I I'm afraid that you might be one of the only people that just, like, has like, tens of thousands of forcible fucking arm burns from your air
and, like,
fryer.
it's just the
Maybe
one
it's back to
spot.
using the old
Yeah,
oven,
just
you
the one
know?
spot. This is not from the air fryer, I don't think. I don't know what that one is.
Don't put her in Hell's Kitchen,
Right?
y'all. She'd fucking
Me on MasterChef would be a disaster.
Um, gonna be real honest with you guys right now. There is truly nothing going on. I know we already talked about that, but I just want to implement that real hard right now. The fact, and we're obviously going to try to make the best out of it, but this episode might be 30 minutes long. It might be 40
Right.
minutes long. And then if we get on some tangents, it might be an hour and 15. It might be a regular scheduled
Right.
program.
We'll see, because
So,
these topics are looking real thin.
yeah. Uh, I guess we can. I know you took it off. I guess we could. Daria had the tornado on there, so if anybody wants to know,
There was
there
a
was
torn
a.
Yeah, I think there was, like, multiple tornadoes in Omaha on Friday, um, and apparently they were, like, some of the strongest
Yeah.
tornadoes in US history. They were crazy. The damage was, like,
My God.
crazy. So, obviously, prayers up for Omaha, which is weird because not weird, but, like, it's weird because it was all over my Twitter on Friday, and I haven't seen anything about it since then. So I don't know what's going on, but what I saw on Friday was really bad, so prayers up for Omaha. Um hopefully, you know, all prayers to all the affected people.
Uh, yeah. So I was somehow because of Omaha, I somehow ended up on Tornado Talk.
That's a thing?
Apparently the biggest one that ran through. Yeah, the biggest one that ran through was an El Reno one. I think it was like El Reno,
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma. Bitch, that one of those tornadoes in 2013, it was almost 3 miles long. A 3 mile long tornado.
Yeah.
I would shit and piss my pants if I lived anywhere near that fucking thing. I mean, we already deal with tornadoes here, but not as much because we're very hilly. But it definitely, we do get tornado
Yeah, our
warnings.
sirens have been off,
Some
like,
places
a
do
million
touch down here in
times
St.
this spring
Louis.
already. I feel like they go off, like, once a week, like, not even just the test, just, like,
Yes.
because it storms.
Yeah, and so but they probably go through a lot more than we do, but bitch, I swear to God, if I looked out my window and I saw a fucking a 3 mile tornado, I would not be porch sitting like every other Midwesterner. I'd be in my cellar immediately. Um so prayers up to the 2013 El Reno sorry. We're still thinking about you. Anyone who was affected in
The
2013.
damage has been
Um
cleared up at this point, but honestly, I'd be traumatized for life. I'd hightail it out of
um
Oklahoma immediately. I'd be like, "I'll go somewhere else."
oh yeah, I'd be moving out. I guess another topic that we can talk about real quick is I started posting podcast clips on
Yeah.
our TikTok at Keep It on the DL Pod, just to kind of try to get more traction for
Yeah.
us. And it has been actually going pretty well. I've posted 5 clips so far. One has 700, one has 1700, one has 6, one has 7, and one has 6 again. So pretty fucking good. And I'm not gonna say I'm gonna shit on my own dick here. Sorry. It's I get a lot of likes and we get roughly like 50 to 60 likes. And then I think our biggest one, I think we got like
Oh,
130.
wow.
So I'm hoping that kind of brings in some more people. Of course, when I start posting these fucking clips, like we have nothing to fucking talk about. So they probably they're like, this is the biggest hoax of a podcast I've ever listened to. I swear to God, we're better than this. Please scroll down to the 30 other podcasts we've done. So
Also, an episode that I don't think gets enough attention because I think it was our first episode where we really like started clicking was Get a Job Kittens. It's not very listened to. It's like one of our lowest listened to episodes, but I really do truly believe that was the first episode where we like finally got it. We were like starting to click and like groove.
yeah, I think that was finally the episode where we finally got a breakthrough of what the fuck
Yeah.
we're doing, and not having it be like a big play performance each weekend when we were on the podcast. I feel like in the beginning we were very just like I wouldn't say like fake laughs. I would just definitely say you could like feel the
Yeah.
nervousness like through your
Yeah.
headphones, you know? And now I just feel like we give 0 fucks, and I feel like that makes the podcast even better, the fact that we've just kinda grew into us just talking
Yeah, I
now, you know?
remember, like, recording used to be so exhausting because, like, we just were trying to amplify ourselves so much, and now we're like, can you tell we're not feeling it today?" Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and another thing is like we fought with our microphones for like 2
Yeah.
months because we could not understand why it kept playing our voices over our own mics. And so that was so fucking annoying trying to get over that hump of what's going on because I spent hours editing one podcast to keep us from
Yeah,
overlapping
our
on each
echo was
other
real bad.
like audio wise, and it was real bad. It was rough. But I will say that even though like 4 episodes out of the month we're good. I would say 1 episode out of the month we're like, "Hey guys, we're here." Um but what else do you expect from a pod that makes 0 income, you know? Like, this is fun, and
That's
it's
why
like we're
we have
talking to
0
each other,
ads.
and it's like besties having a conversation, but letting other people in. Yeah, you know, it's like, unless Dude Wipes or Blue Chew wants to come and sponsor this bitch, I'm gonna act however I wanna act on every pod, so
Exactly. Once the sponsorship deals start rolling
Mhm.
in, maybe I'll wear a bra on this podcast, but until then, no bras here.
Yeah, I mean, if we start getting sponsies, maybe I'll stop wearing my muumuu around, on the pod and wearing this banging like, this fucking stupid ass headband, and maybe we'll actually do our hair and, like, dress up and fucking but from now on, it's literally just gonna be 2 hope well, sorry, 2 poorly dressed individuals, 2 hoes in a pod, 2 hoes in a mic, and, wow. We've really went off the rails on this one. We have nothing to talk about, you guys, so I said we could talk about life, but I didn't think life would turn into us talking about sponsorships and why we're not wearing bras on the pod, but, uh, here we are. Honestly, I think this is fun, though, because this is genuinely us. Friend of the show, Jonathan, told me the other day, he said something along the lines of, like, "I loved your rant last week." If you guys didn't watch last week's episode, I went on a rant of, like, a bad vacation that I had went on. And if you want to go listen to that, I think it's towards the beginning of the pod. But you know, Jonathan was like, I literally couldn't stop crying for like 5 minutes. You just going on this huge rant about this terrible. He's like, I just love how you guys like don't care at this point, and you guys just it's like you guys are talking to yourself. I'm like, that's how I wanted it to be. I'm like, I'm not fucking. We're not I almost said make America we're not Good Morning America, okay? We're not 2 fucking coworkers.
Except
We're,
we are
you
2
know,
coworkers.
We're not here to be profesh.
We're not two coworkers here.
We are, but yeah,
We're not at work.
correct.
Yeah, Travis, friend of the pod, Travis,
No.
he said that last week
So,
he thought it was our best episode we've ever put out. So if you have not listened to it, which a lot of you have not for some reason, go back and listen to it because the streets are saying it's some of our best work ever. So while you're at it, you can listen to Get a Job Kittens because you probably didn't listen to that one either.
A little birdie told me New York Times said it was the best podcast of 2024. So,
Oh, I don't know.
don't know who said that, but oh, who said that, but I'm excited though because our 1 year's actually coming up pretty
Yeah.
quick. It's honestly more closer than it is far away.
End of June, June 26th, 25th, or 26th. I cannot remember, but it's coming up.
Yeah.
We'll have to plan something
Yeah.
special. Stay tuned. Or if you have suggestions,
Yeah.
please write us a comment on Instagram or DM us or on TikTok. Or if you're listening on Spotify, there's like a what did you think of the episode? You can leave feedback there. Or in a 5-star review, let us know. There's so many ways to get a hold of us.
How many times do I have to weep over this mic for someone to ask us a question on the pod? How many tears need to fall on this fucking microphone before someone asks us a question? And no, Jonathan and no, Travis, we're not answering their questions because we work with them. I'm trying to get all natural questions.
Or that one time, my friend Carl, I was like, "Oh my gosh, we got a Q&A on our we got a Q on our Q&A thing," and it was just "Happy birthday, Liv." It's like, Carl.
It's like, fuck me. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl. But we need questions. I'm honestly gonna start coming up with fake shit at this point. Be like, leaving conditioner 102 asked, why do you sorry, it was the first thing that was on my desk.
No, but our fans in California who have been loyal since the beginning, and we don't know who you are, leave us a question. We want to know more about
Right.
you because you are literally our
We have no clue.
third biggest state listened to, behind Missouri and Illinois, obviously. So, we'd
Yeah.
love to talk to you.
Right. If it fuck it, you want to come on the pod? You want to be a guest? At this point, I'm willing to put anybody on this thing. And it better not be my dad. Dad, if you're listening, you better tell me right now if it's you. And if it's not, whoever's listening in California, we love you. We appreciate you. We're really going off the rails on this pod. And you know what? What if they're just sitting at their desk?
You turn the podcast up,
listening to it on Monday, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
I think I'm done with this one.
Yeah.
Remove from library, unfollow, unsubscribe.
We're like, yeah, we love you, we love you, we love you.
They're like, "Can
and they're like,
you
what the
see me?"
fuck?
They're just
Show us your face. Seriously though, we appreciate you, whoever you are in California. We'll start paying you if you just tell us who you are.
We'll buy you a coffee. We'll Venmo you $5 right now.
For real. You're literally probably not one of, we definitely have more natural listeners, but you are the most prominent because you listen to the pod. I mean, you're one of the most natural. We're talking. Oh my god, are we crazy? We're losing our fucking minds. Oh my god, it's like Castaway. We're talking into the abyss right now. Oh my god.
A little too desperate, maybe. But truly, we just want to know who you are.
It's okay. Truly, we love you. Right. Um, please let us know. But you know what? Besides California listener, thank you to anybody else that listens. I mean, apparently we had someone listen from
Yeah, we
France,
have
right? Was
Sweden,
it France?
France,
Or
Germany, Ireland, South Africa, Japan, and the Netherlands. We're international, baby.
um honestly, that's kind of cool. I really didn't think that that would stretch. I am intrigued to see how our analytics are going to be. Analytics.
It's like
Oh
our what?
boy. I don't know why I work in an office. I'm I'm intrigued to see how our analytics are going to be with these new podcast clips. I'm hoping somebody clicks. We got like 4 new followers on the pod TikTok. So,
Can we can we
hopefully it's up
convert
from
that
here.
into
Maybe some more
listeners,
podcast clips will do us some
into
good.
subscribers on the pod? Fingers crossed. Don't stop at the TikTok. Click
Exactly.
through to the link tree and listen
Exactly.
to the pod.
Please, we're begging
Truly.
you. I guess we can actually get into the topics now. God dang.
Yeah, so this is gonna be all me today. Liv brought nothing to the table, so let's go.
I brought nothing to eat. Sorry, y'all.
So over the weekend, Justin Bieber posted a picture of himself crying on his Instagram story. Um, which concerned some fans. They're like, is he okay? But then Haley commented on it or something, and she was like, he's such a pretty crier or something like that. So I guess he's fine, but
Oh
like
God.
I don't know. He kind of seems to be in a bit of a spiral. So prayers up for Justin Bieber.
Um, I don't know. I'm gonna be real honest. He's been kind of on a weird, a really honestly, he's just been on a really weird track, like since he kind of scooted out of the fame game. And I wouldn't say that he's not famous. Obviously, people love him, but he's definitely, I think, genuinely, he's just trying to find himself because he's been so popular since he was like what,
Yeah, I think
12.
he has a lot of
So
trauma regarding stuff that he's probably seen.
yeah,
Also, I guess
the beard's coming in a little straggly, I
at
will
some
say.
point he says that he wish well, I saw this on Twitter and I couldn't find like another source or like when this happened exactly. But I guess like in his story or he posted somewhere that he
Hmm.
wish he never would have done the song Essence with Wizkid because it ruined his career and his career hasn't been the same ever since. But um I don't know. Like I don't think that's true, but I do agree that his career is in a weird place right now.
Right. Yeah, I think he's just been in a weird place. I just feel like I don't know. Uh I've never were you ever a believer?
So I liked Justin Bieber. I still like him, I guess. I in a way, whatever. It's not like he's making music, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was a believer, but like I liked him.
Um I there was a girl in grade school that and I was a very you could trick me easily as a
Very
child.
gullible.
But I do remember at the ripe age of maybe 6th grade. Oh yeah, bad. Uh I had a girl in my grade that I was friends with for a couple years, and she straight up okay, so she had left. She had left school, okay? And I guess Justin Bieber was performing in St. Louis, so her parents surprised her with tickets because she was a big believer in 6th grade. Dead ass, like 2 or when she came back over the weekend, came back to school on Monday, she dead ass convinced me for like 2 weeks that she had Justin Bieber's phone number and that they were texting back and forth. I believe that shit so fucking hard. She was like, "No, like, we're actually, like, a thing, like, he's like, I've, like, talked to his mom." No, I'm serious. I believed it all. Like, this fucking
Did you ask to
12-year-old
see the
I don't
text?
know.
Did you get eyes on any text?
Yes, I asked to see the text. At this point, I think she was goofing me because she was like, "Well, I don't have my phone on me right now, but I do remember the next day, like, she had receipts." So of course, she was like texting someone and then tried to play it off
Just
like that
saved
was
it as
Justin
Justin
Bieber.
Bieber.
But she did. She had my ass for a week and a half. Yeah, she had my ass. I was like, "No fucking way." She's like, "Yeah," like, keep pointing me out of the crowd, like, "Your world is my world," and um Riley, if you're listening, you got me.
Oh.
And yeah, because I was never a believer, so like I believed her.
You're like,
I was
"Wow."
like, fuck yeah, getting fucking pop stars numbers.
And
Like
everybody's
that's cool.
parents
I
were
mean,
just right
you've just
there.
like
Yeah,
learned to like tie your shoes, but
right.
you guys started like what? Like making out on stage? That's cool. Whatever. Um so yeah, I was I was never like a Justin Bieber lover. I was never a boy band lover. I didn't like One Direction. I just didn't like any of that shit. But I did have a lot of friends that were believers. And like believers were almost like cultish. I don't know. It's
Mm,
weird. Everybody was
yeah.
purple.
Yeah, purple was the color. Um, yeah, as somebody that wasn't, like, a believer, and I think I was, like,
Yeah.
probably a little too old to be, like, a believer. I was just, like, a girl that liked Justin Bieber and his music. I feel like
Okay.
nobody was, like, a
Okay.
true believer my age. They were just, like, fans of his music.
Oh, oh, I was like, why would you say that? There was like tons of girls in my grade that like were obsessed. But okay, yeah, like your age, your big age, you were like what,
I was
24? No,
basically
I'm just kidding.
27 by the
I don't
time
know.
One Time came out. No, I was, like, I think
Your world.
15 when
Uh,
when One Time came out. Um, Because I remember driving in somebody's car, but I don't think they had their license technically. I think she just had her permit. So I think I was, like, 15.
sing One Time to me.
Um, Me pursue, Imma tell you one time.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna tell you one time,
I
girl, I
love
love,
you.
girl, I
Yeah,
love you.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was the first one.
that was good. Uh, Um, I think my only other memory of Justin Bieber was it was one of the last days of school. You remember like middle school, it was like the last days of school, they let you
Yeah.
fuck off and like watch movies and everything. I do remember me and a lot of my friends all crowded up in a history room and they begged the fucking history teacher to
The
watch
concert
his
movie.
like
Yeah.
docu
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. So it I don't know. I was just never and I didn't even like I wasn't even trying to be like one of those cool girls where it's like I don't rock with Justin Bieber. Like I I don't know. It just was never like my
Yeah.
thing. Something about loathing over people that like would never ever know who I am ever except Riley apparently. That he knew Riley. Um I
You're
just
this close to him
I
knowing
just
who you
can't get
were.
behind like dude, I was that close to having a bag. Like I would have stayed friends with her for real if that was a thing. Um, me at the ripe age of fucking 10 years old, we're like doing the fortune. We're like, you guys are lovers. You guys. Oop. Wedding bells.
Did
It
you
says
guys
wedding
play
bells.
MASH? You'd like write MASH, and then you'd like have to come up with like 4 husbands, 4
Uh,
cars, 4 um I don't know. And then you do like a spiral, and then you tell them to stop, and then you'd count the like hash marks, like how many spirals.
whoa.
And it was like whether you're gonna live in a mansion, apartment, shack, or house, and who you were gonna marry, and what car you were gonna drive, and what career you were gonna have. Are you Googling it?
What? No way. No, I was gonna look up how old Justin Bieber. Let's see, how old was I? What was sixth grade? Sixth grade was probably like 2011. How old was Justin Bieber in 2011? I was 12 years old. So, yeah, he was 17. Yeah, so, at the time, at the
Oh, he just turned
time,
30.
12-year-old friend of Liv.
He's
Oh
my
my god.
age.
Yeah, I mean, I was just fully convinced that this 17-year-old like fell in love with this 12-year-old at a fucking concert. I don't know.
Just
I
saw her in
I
the
don't know. I don't
crowd
know what's going through my
and
head.
thought, "This is the
Um,
one."
Look at you, you underdeveloped like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you fucking middle schooler. I don't know. I was so fucking I did so gullible, so fucking gullible. I mean, really, it's like, did you even like me at that point? Like, are you
Right,
like,
was this like
I
a
don't know.
joke?
It's like mean
Yeah.
girl shit. Yeah. Uh I guess, anyway, get well, Beebs. Get
Hope
well.
you're good. I don't know. Prayers up for Bieber. Our next topic is that Red Lobster might be filing for bankruptcy because they lost $11 million on their endless shrimp promotion. So if you didn't know, Endless Shrimp
Oh
is a
my
promotion
god.
that they have where you can come in and get your Cheddar Bay biscuits and all you can eat shrimp for $20. And apparently they lost $11 million on that which they do it to get more people in the door,
Oh my
obviously.
god.
But they didn't price it well, so they just lost a bunch of money.
I mean, Red Lobster is like a multi-million-dollar corporation. You couldn't have punched the numbers a little bit better? What the fuck?
I'm like,
Like, at the end of, like, Endless Shrimp Month, you're like, "Oh my god, we're $11 million in the
that's what
hole?"
I was like,
Fuck.
did know, but they just like threw out a number and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's $20 sounds good. Like nobody figured out what the break even point was.
Right.
Like,
Was an actual shrimp back there crunching the fucking numbers? Like, what the fuck?
I think so. They're like, 20?
$10 a portion? They're like, fuck it, the shrimp knows what he's talking about. Everyone, $10.
Um, so yeah.
You're telling me a shrimp did these taxes?
So they might file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which apparently means that they don't have to like close the doors. Like they can still operate. They'll just like, I don't know, deal with their debt and stuff and renegotiate some stuff. But in the meantime, they have up the all you can eat shrimp to $25 a person. So hopefully that'll help them even out a little bit.
Right. Well, and they're already I mean, I don't like Red Lobster personally because I'm not a seafood girly, but I feel like already they're like semi expensive, so they better not punch it too hard in the taint because like people already it's already a lot of money, so I don't know. But I don't eat shrimp and I don't eat unlimited shrimp and I feel like that is a disgusting sport that you guys partake in every year. which I will not be doing. But if you fucks with the shrimp, you fucks with the shrimp. I don't see how it can be that fucking good, but
I mean,
whatever.
I do as a
Who
person that
knows?
loves seafood, loves shrimp. I would be down. Plus, the Cheddar Bay biscuits are bomb.
I thought you hated
Oh, I love
seafood.
seafood. Um, so I
I do love a good
yeah,
Cheddar
I
Bay.
would say better than a Olive Garden breadstick, honestly. But I I am a little sus on like Red Lobster all you can eat shrimp for $20. That does seem very cheap to me in the grand scheme of things. Um but like everything's so expensive now. Like I went to Taco Bell and got 3 things and it was like almost $10. I was like, "Who do you think you are, Taco Bell?" Like this is mystery meat and mystery cheese. What
Oh
are we
yeah.
doing here?
Yeah, I mean, you can't even add a drink because that shit will bump you up to
Right.
$15, and you're like, well, fuck, I can't. Like shit, I guess I'll just drink tap water at home. Just give me my 3 bean and cheese burritos, I guess. Like, what the fuck? Why don't you just punch me in the mouth as you give me my sauce while
Why
you're
don't you
at
just
it? Like,
squirt the
what the
sauce
fuck?
directly in my eye and we'll just call it even? Like,
Why don't you squirt hot picante sauce right in my fucking eyes while you're at it? Shove the fucking Baja slush down my shirt and fucking tell me to fuck off. Um, yeah, I do remember in high school I would go to Taco Bell because I didn't have a Taco Bell addiction until I got into high school. I hated Taco Bell. I hated when my parents wanted to get Taco Bell as a kid. I was like, you're choosing the most bottom fucking L tier fucking fast food restaurant like any. And then I do remember maybe like after high school I was like, wait, this shit's actually kind of, it's not gas, but it's definitely gas enough to where I just
yeah,
kept going
I
back
was gonna
because it
say,
was
and because
cheap
everything used to be a
and it wasn't bad.
dollar, so like, or even like like I feel like a soft taco or a hard taco was like
Yeah.
79 cents. Like it was so cheap.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. I used to fuck hard with the, spicy potato soft
Yeah.
tacos. I loved those so much, and they were 99 cents. Well, they were like a dollar, I think it was the dollar menu, but now I think they're a dollar 52
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely
I
more than a
can't remember.
dollar. Nothing
Um,
there is like a dollar.
it just sucks. It just sucks. Like inflation sucks. Everything fucking sucks. And they want to keep, America wants to keep blaming it on the fact of like COVID. Okay, COVID was 4 years ago. Like now I know you guys are just trying to fuck us anytime you guys get a chance because obviously people have to eat. No, we don't have to eat Taco Bell and fucking quesadillas and chicken nuggies all day. But the point is even the grocery stores are
Yeah.
high. Like I could get 10 items now and spend a hundred
Yeah, like,
bucks
there's just no
easily. What the
winning.
fuck?
There's
Like
literally no winning in this economy. I just got
yeah, unless you want to sit there and eat sodium
yeah.
filled like ramen
I just got my
noodles.
rent
Oh, sorry.
renewal, and my rent is going up $150. I
Hmm.
remember when industry standard used to be like
Are you
yeah,
kidding me?
I remember when industry standard used to be like $15, and my rent is now going up 150. 150.
Now, are we finally going to talk about if you're going to move out or not? Because I know you're always like, I'd rather pay the money than move out because I've been here for like 18
I
years.
would.
Um, Honestly, that 150 is enough to push me out of the way a little bit, you know what I mean? But I also know how hard it is to apartment hunt, especially in these conditions right
Yeah,
now,
and then to
so
have to, like, move, to pay movers to do, because I do not wanna I feel like I'm to
oh
an
my
age
god. We can
where,
help
like,
you.
I don't want to move, like, I just want to pay somebody to do the moving for me, because I don't wanna do it.
Oh my god. Well, not in this economy, unfortunately, Daria. We're just gonna have to put some fucking grease on the old elbows and pick up the couch and pivot.
I'm not a friends person.
Um, yeah, no, 150 is insane. I would definitely like keep your eyes open on other places cuz like you only have I mean, I'm not going to spill your beans here, but like you only have like a certain apartment and it's like it's not, it's not the fucking just like mine, it's not the Taj Mahal. So the fact that they want to bump it up $150 a
Yeah.
month? You're
Yeah.
crazy. You're fucking
Yeah, what do you think
crazy.
I'm made of money? Like, I live here, you know I'm not made of money. Like, ugh.
Right. Have you looked at this fucking apartment? Have you looked at this shack? It hasn't been renovated since '06. You think I got the fucking funds? Um, Honestly, just imagine you finally decide to move out and like everyone's moving out. Like you literally
It's a
like exit
mass
your apartment. There's like
exodus.
87 U-Hauls. Everybody's like, "Fuck you guys. We're not paying this 150 extra a month." Yeah. But there's going to be a sucker still out there that's paying it,
I wonder what
that's
the
still going to do it,
incoming
but
rent is. Because I've been here for 87 years. Like, I wonder what, like, the base, like, new lease rent is. Ugh, it's
yeah,
it
I'm
makes
actually
you
kind
sick to
of
think about, honestly. Honestly, like, when I think of what I paid when I moved
yeah, because
in versus what I'm paying now, it does truly make me wanna vomit. It's wild. It's ugh.
um what if you cut your lease, reapplied? Because what if honestly, you probably could look it up.
Yeah, it's probably on the
Um,
website.
or I can probably look it up, but you know, yeah, like what if you look it up and it's like way cheaper than what you're paying now? They're only doing it because you've lived
I
there for
was
so
gonna look at
long.
getting a two-bedroom, but I'd still have to move, and I honestly don't know if it would be
Mhm.
worse to move across the complex
Oh
or
my
just, like, move
god.
apartments. I feel like it'd suck either way, you know? Either way, all this
You're
stuff
never gonna
has
move
to
out.
move
You are literally
somewhere.
like,
Well, it's just because the next time I move, I want it to be in a house where I don't have to move out again.
are you even like me right now? Like I'm not even in an I'm not live speak now. I'm not even in a house buying environment. Like I'm not even close. If it wasn't for my boyfriend slash potential fiance, your girl would still be living in an apartment. And honestly, probably for a long time. I probably wouldn't get my first house until I was because I bet the average nowadays, because
Yeah,
like
you
back in
could
the day,
basically
people were fucking
yeah, you
buying
could
houses left and
basically
right at
get
like
it for, like, 2
24.
nickels. They're like, "Here you go."
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking 3 bananas and like 2 bags of fucking raspberries could buy you a fucking house, and now like I feel like the and now I feel like the average American, like, I feel like people aren't really getting their own house until like 30,
Yeah.
35. Like, just because like this economy fucking sucks. Everything fucking sucks. Everything's high. These bills high. Everything's due, shark, you know,
Where did you see
and
that at? Did you just come up with that, or did you see that somewhere?
no, that's a thing. It was like bills due, rent
Oh,
due,
yeah,
baby
yeah, yeah,
shark
I
due,
have seen that. Yeah.
everything's due. um And,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just,
everything
like,
sucks.
everything
Yeah.
sucks now. It's, like, no fun little treats anymore, fucking,
Yeah. Basically, you have to sell your right arm just
we're in a
for
time of
raspberries
crisis.
and bananas now.
I know,
Can't even buy a house with that. You have to sell your arm.
for it does if anybody in the St. Louis area knows where I can donate all of my plasma, just take all of it, fuck it. If it gets me, like, a couple grand, like, just take all of it,
Who needs plasma?
at this rate. It's just
I can't even
ugh,
donate
we're just
plasma because
donating
my
things left and
veins are
right.
too
Yeah,
small.
I mean, um
Yeah, I
oh,
tried to do it
really?
one time in
Well,
college.
you're poor. Guess you'll have to
I
keep
know,
being
we're
poor.
just poor.
Not happening. I mean, if anybody's listening on the pod, they need a surrogate. I mean, at this point, I'm fucking desperate. I haven't even had my first child yet, but I'm willing to pop out a couple before I do mine. It's just
Get the
fuck,
room all
man.
ready in there. Get it
It's
get it
crazy
ready
out
for
here.
your child soon.
Exactly. It's just like, it's like test driving a car. Get a couple out, get a
Right.
couple runs out before I do my own. And then, I feel like a surrogate though is like 50 grand. Worth it to me. Worth it to me. Um, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. I can't wait for my 1.5% raise this year. Everything's awesome. Everything's just so fun.
I love it here. There's like
Um,
nowhere else I'd want to be.
Yeah, I would hate to be on like a beach in Mexico, like getting drunk off my ass and swimming up to a pool bar. Would hate that. I would hate that. I love staying home and like being sad and rotting in my bed all weekend because I can't afford to
Should
go
we bring the vibes back up?
out.
I feel like we've really gotten to a dark spiral here.
God damn, I know we're like 50 minutes into. I feel like everything's been so dark today.
Anyways,
I just know we're not the only ones feeling
no,
like
for sure
this.
not. I think everybody feels it, and we're all just crying through life. We're laughing so we don't cry,
Right.
but then like sometimes a tear falls.
But nobody needs to hear this on a Monday.
Nobody needs to start their week with this. What we should talk about is
Man, we really took talking about life to a whole new extreme.
Doja Cat is at it again. She's on another Twitter
Okay.
rampage,
Mm.
as she loves doing. This is gonna be a little graphic, so if you have sensitive ears, go ahead and skip ahead a few minutes. But Doja Cat took to Twitter to ask parents to stop bringing their kids to her shows, and she fired off a series of tweets. She said,
Oh shit.
I don't know what the fuck you think this is, but I don't make music for children, so leave your kids at home, motherfucker. And then she said, I'm rapping about I'm
Oh
rapping about
shit.
cum. Why are you bringing your offspring to my show? And then she said, rapping about eating dick and pissing on his V
Oh.
cut. Leave your mistake at home.
Oh my god. It's kind of funny, okay? I'm going to say it right now.
I
Um
will say I was with her up until she said leave
it's
your mistake at home. I'm like, why'd you have to say mistake, girly? I was rocking with you till then.
she's she's on some crazy shit. Did you see what she posted on Instagram
With
the other
her
day?
nipples out.
No, there was one that made absolutely no sense. Let me go ahead and bring this up for you real
Okay.
quick. She just yeah, I meant to actually put this on the pod, totally forgot. She posted a picture. She said, "Bout to chow down," praying emoji, heart eyes. It's literally just a piece of fucking boiled chicken, a dollop of mayonnaise, and white
Is that
rice.
mayonnaise or is
I'm
that
like, "What the
yogurt?
fuck are you doing, girl?" She must be promoting something. Um, she I know she oh, and then she commented on it again and says, "Extra creamy, white heart, white heart." So I don't know what it is.
Girl.
I don't know. She's definitely she's definitely something else. I think she's trying to promote something new. You can definitely tell because she deleted all of her
Yeah.
stuff, did it again. Uh I don't know, and it's like all white now. So like her last album was like super red and like devilish. Now she's like really white. I don't know. I think she's just I don't know if she's trying to figure out who she is. She posted another one an hour ago that says "fuck your mother." It's just a version of photos of just her in a white fur coat. She's just she's on some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, she is. And
But yeah, no, that's crazy. She said leave mistakes at home.
overall, I agree with her. Like people that bring their kids to concerts and then like complain that it's not
Right.
child friendly, like I don't think that's the artist's problem. Maybe you should do like a few Googles before you bring your children to a show. Um Because I will say, back in the day, like I've
Right.
always been a big Miley Cyrus fan, and I remember during her Bangers era and like during the Bangers tour, like parents were really mad that they were bringing their kids to the show and it was not like child friendly. Which that one I could understand a little bit more because it's like she was a Disney girl and like, maybe they just like don't really pay attention. So they're like, I'll bring my
But
kid.
I
But
mean,
when you went to like the tickets and you bought tickets for the Bangers tour, what did you think you were buying tickets to? Like, maybe you should have done like a step more research and been like, what is a banger? This Bangers doesn't seem child friendly. Like, what is this?
yeah, it's like buying tickets to Doja's like "Fuck Your Mother" tour. It's like, maybe look into that a little bit, like, not just, like, like, I don't know, I just, like it's just so I don't know, parents are and it's so funny because I grew up with parents that were, like, really like, I could never get away with shit because my parents were really young and really in the now, and I have some friends where their parents are, like, kinda older than my parents were, and they were oblivious of everything. Like, I remember I used to have friends that used to, like, go out and get drunk in a hayfield somewhere, like, on a Tuesday night, and, like, their parents wouldn't think different. They'd be like, "Little Timmy's at a sleepover." No, he's not. He has a fifth in his hand, and he's in the back of a pickup truck, and it's 2 a.m. Like, come on, Sandra. Like, so I could never get away with that shit as a kid, but that's what I'm saying. Like, my parents were always kind of weirdly active in like everything that I was doing in my life. So I couldn't imagine like my parents buying me tickets to what's a what's a artist. It's just like great,
Yeah.
Limp Biscuit.
Well,
I
like
don't know.
if they were
Maybe
gonna
no, my dad
well,
would have
like
took me to
if they
that.
were gonna buy
But
you
you
tickets
get
to
the point.
something, they would like maybe check out what it was first.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Parents just some parents genuinely just like need to get a grip. Um and which I understand. I definitely understand with the Miley situation, right? Cuz Miley went from like uh she went from Miley to like Miley, but like JoJo, she went from JoJo to I'm a bad girl. Oh my god, sorry, hiccuped. But you know, now she's a bad girl. Which I would still probably take my 10-year-old to JoJo because there ain't shit that she could do during that concert that would just like make my stomach
Probably
turn,
not.
probably because she's a hoax. But
Yeah. Yeah, she's
you
a
know,
fraud. She's a phony baloney.
so correct, right? Um, oh Doja,
She's a
she's
silly,
definitely
goofy
like
girl.
her, somebody needs to lock her Twitter up.
Somebody needs to do something. I
She
would love to know about
she's
her
always on
team. Her
some
team's
bullshit.
probably constantly like, she did what? She posted what? Again? You have to do this again?
She, she, she also has shrimp working for her. It's just all shrimp, like in her fucking publicist's office. Everybody, everybody, everybody always says like, like musicians sign a deal to the devil, but really it's just all their
Shrimp. It's just
coworkers are
shrimp.
shrimp, so they make the worst
They're like,
mistakes possible because
just
they're all
like,
shrimp.
huh?
They're like, "Can you make other any fucking facial expressions than your buggy little black eyes, please?" They're like, 20 all you can eat.
Popcorn?
Popcorn. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. What a weird take. But yeah, she's crazy.
For sure.
Love her.
Gotta have the kitty ears.
Love her. What is this? Oh, that's true. Well, she doesn't like
Oh,
being
yeah.
called kittens anymore. Uh it's so hard to do. Um, what is this last topic?
This is Taylor Swift's The Tortured
I'm so
Poets
confused.
Department. We're just gonna touch on that a little. Like I said, neither of us have listened to this,
Okay.
so my takes are just other people's takes. But so she released her album last Friday, not this
Yeah.
Friday, and surprised everybody by releasing it as a double album with 31 songs. 3 1. Way too many songs.
Fuck.
Um so far the
Absolutely.
reviews I've seen have not been great. I think for the most part what I'm hearing is a lot of people said that like all these songs sound exactly the same. Um that she's kind of losing her touch. I guess this whole album pretty much is about Maddie Healy, that like Nazi adjacent guy she dated for like a hot second. Um but apparently she's like been in love with him
Oh my
forever,
god.
and this is like her album about that. Um Again, I'm not going to listen to this album if it crosses my desk, which I'm sure it will. At some point I guess I'll listen to some songs here and there, but people haven't even made me want to listen to this because they say it's really bad. So, I don't know. I feel like, not that I think Taylor Swift is losing her fame or anything. Like I think she's
Mm.
definitely always going to be up there, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is a turn. I don't know. People are really not loving this album.
See, but I think it's mixed too. I think some people love it, some people hate it, some people don't give a fuck, like me and you, unless she wants to
Right,
sponsor
yeah.
the
If
pod.
I'll
We love
yeah,
you, Taylor.
we'll promote your
Um,
album if you pay us. We can be bought.
we love Decrepit Poet Society or whatever the fuck it is. We love Decrepit Puppet Society. Um, yeah, it's I haven't even I know one song and it's only from TikTok. It's like you wouldn't last a day in the
Oh
asylum you
yeah,
raised
that
me in
that
or something
has
like
been
that.
trending on Twitter, which I do love.
Which is it's been funny because like I've seen like Pop Tropica and I've seen like Club Penguin and I've seen like Furbkins or whatever. And it's funny. It's funny. But nothing super serious though. Like no one's really taking it serious, but I could be wrong. We're probably on the wrong side of T Swift talk
True.
anyway to even begin with. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Um so, you know, unless she wants to sponsor the pod, we
We
love
would
you,
we
Taylor.
love
Um
tortured poets.
but
Yay.
yeah, it's just
Yeah, I don't know.
truly my favorite album.
I love it. She does have a song that is allegedly about Kim. It's called "Thank You, Amy," but she capitalized KIM, which I'm a little eye rolly at because I'm like, girl, this was like 10 years ago. Like, why are we putting it on this album? Like, if anything, put it on the Reputation re release because that was during all of that drama. But, like, I don't know. It feels like let's work with something new, you know?
Oh, something hot on the
Ooh.
press just with I guess this went viral. When did this come in? Oh, today. Apparently
Oh,
Quavo's
yeah,
concert in
I
Connecticut is
I
going
did
viral on
see
social
that.
media
There
right
was, like,
now.
20 people there.
Yeah, is that real? I hope not, but
I don't know,
maybe?
someone,
I wouldn't
like, posted it on their stories, and they said, like, Chris Brown was this you, which I don't know, do they have, like, a beef or something? I don't really know, but somebody was like, "Did Chris Brown buy all the tickets just to make his concert look like this?" I don't know.
uh, yeah, that's kinda like, which I don't wanna say it's real, but that's kinda like that viral post that goes around, like, once a year where it's, like, this grandpa, like, invited all of his grandkids to dinner, it's just him, like, eating at the dinner table by himself, and then everybody on the internet's like, What's his address? Like, we're gonna show" maybe it's one of those, like, it's one like, "Oh, only 20 people showed up to my concert." I don't know, do you think it's like a phishing? Like
I
a
can
like, trying to
I
reel people
can't
in?
tell.
Maybe.
Maybe. I can't tell, though. It is very funny, though.
I don't know. Maybe the fuck I don't know. All I can say is the fucking stage crew was probably having a
They're
bomb
like,
ass
"Oh,
time, you
thank
know what I mean?
God."
All the
Yeah.
security
They're
guards like
like, "Oh, we get to listen to this one."
They're like, "Well, since nobody's here, if anybody wants to show up to the front of the
Right?
stage."
Yeah, but imagine being somebody that got, like, nosebleed tickets. They're like, "Can I just can I go down?" And imagine security being like,
They're
"No,
like, "Sir,
no,
you need to
you need to
stay in your seats. You need to stay in your seat."
no, let me see your ticket. Let me ticket. You need a ticket to get down to the floor."
All you hear after the song's done, all you hear is like, it's like all the way from the fucking
It's
back
like
of the
one
stadium,
person.
like a slow, like a quiet clap. Yeah. Oh shit. And then he's like, Quavo, can I come down? He goes, fuck no, you need to stay in your ticket. You need to stay in your seat. You pay for those.
Oh,
He's like, no, brother, just in case more people show
right?
up.
No, I think they're stuck in traffic. It's just traffic.
Oh shit. They're probably getting merch. They probably haven't had a chance to sit in their seats yet.
Just the line's so
Everyone chill
long.
out.
Yeah.
Everyone calm down. You're all gonna get paid tonight. Fuck. Please. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that is real.
The fucking honestly, his publicist and his manager are probably outside fucking smoking cigarettes. Like mother
But if Chris Brown did buy all those tickets, I guess he's still getting paid, so
fuck.
whatever.
Right? Yeah. They're like they're like, fuck, we should have rented out the Helium Club. I don't know why we did this fucking big ass arena.
Like, ooh, should have done the funny bone.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have done the funny bone. Um all right.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
done.
pod. Rate us 5 stars and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. We are putting our pods on YouTube now because we're doing video. So go over there, and our socials will be in the episode description.
We are also posting podcast clips on TikTok as well, so go ahead and go over there and follow us if you don't already. It's Keep It on the DL Pod. As always,
Do better.
do better. And we'll see you guys next Monday.
Bye.